We've grown a weed mini bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to Legacy Metroplex unboxing, also known as Cybertron Universe Metroplex. And yes, I noticed like 1 minute ago the typo that I had in the title Metroplex. You know, maybe he just works out and he's proud of his chest muscles. Do Cybertronians have chest muscles or muscles at all? I don't know. Well, anyway, welcome and hello to everybody who's in the chat. Grande Galvatron, Victor was taken, PB2, Thavish Tiger, Bella Waga, I saw Inutabi, Oktar, Larkin, Fire Talks, Stan Tarvin, Amy Anderson. Welcome to everybody who's in here. And yeah, sorry we didn't stream last night. I had a very long day at work, which I had forgotten about, so I had to tell everybody like just yesterday. So sorry for canceling at the last minute, even though it was a planned long day at work. But hey, got this guy in. Well, we can go ahead and look. See, there he is right there in a huge box with my top-down camera. Got him in on Sunday. Can you believe it? And I've been sitting on him. It's hard waiting to open these things. But we got him in. And so I've made it a tradition since I think Devastator, maybe. Or, yeah, it must have been Devastator because I unboxed Devastator, I unboxed Predaking, I unboxed Omega Supreme, Scorponok, the Arc, and I think the only ones I didn't do because I didn't have them at the time, or I wasn't streaming at the time, was Fort Max, Metroplex, the original guy, and Triptychon. But I did, so I've kind of made it a tradition. So here we are, here unboxing these guys. And yes, indeed, Fort Max over here, he is still holding his little pad playing Transformers Earth Wars since the game came out. He is nonstop. You would not believe the level he is at. But we're not here to talk about Fort Max or Earth Wars. We're here to talk about Metroplex. So how about we go ahead and start cracking this guy open. To try to do the best I can with such a giant box. It's kind of hard to see with the glare. Is Cybertron Universe Metroplex over here. You got him here, nice big package there. You got a jet over here. I think this might be the Nemesis, like the Decepticons ship. It's a little off camera down here, just right down here. You got Kickback from Legacy. You've got Inferno. So before we even saw the Inferno being announced as a toy, we got a hint at him right there. And there is Metroplex in his alt mode. If you happen to watch the Star Wars Andor trailer, to go off topic a little bit, there was one little scene there. They actually had one of these machines down there devastating his home planet. So apparently Cybertron Metroplex, Legacy Metroplex here is working for the Empire. So I'm not so sure that this guy qualifies as an Autobot anymore, but we'll get past that, open this guy up and go see how he's doing. I know you guys are thinking, shut up already and open him. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll go over here since what I'm working on is off camera. I do have also the normal angle, but it's a little off to the side, but you can't see anything from that angle right here anyway. So, all right. I guess we can take a look at the back too. That's what we do, right? We look at the backs of boxes. So there's all your product shots. There he is holding his weapon. He's got a little mini-me mode or something, I guess. And there is the product shot of his alt mode. And yeah, there we go. Let's just crack him open. It'll be easier to handle. Even as big as he is, it'll be easier to handle as just the bot. No cyber key, says Super VH. Yeah, well, you know, I was not around for the Cybertron show, so I really have no nostalgia on this guy. He's just a Titan, and I like Titans, so I got him. And from everybody who's got him so far, he seems like a really fun figure, so I'm glad I got him. And yeah, so we'll go along with that. I do have a couple of figures that were either from Cybertron or inspired by them. So I've got a couple of Planet keys around. Oh my goodness, just going back forever, and the box will just kind of set back there for now as I kick the camera. And let's go back to the top view so we can see a little bit of how he's packaged in the box. Somehow there is the instructions, pretty typical instructions. So we'll set those off to the side. Got some cardboard here. Looks like it's just there to protect him. Flip that just over the shoulder. Some more protective cardboard there. Oh, and he's got straps. More straps over here. And I think this is the important one to get. That's around his waist. How do I get in there? Very carefully. It's like performing surgery, trying to get at some of these. Not that I've performed surgery, but operation. So there we go. So yeah, just a couple of straps. One up near here at his waist and one at his legs, and you can get the big guy out. Let's come back over here. So there he is out of the box. You just got a nice clicky ratchets on his feet to stand him up. And we will put him back up over here as I work on getting the rest of the stuff out of the box. But now he's been away, so bear with me. I heard some kind of a notification, but it didn't pop up. So thank you to whoever did whatever you did. That's usually the subscriber sound. There's a piece of his weapon or digging tool. And I already cut the piece off over this one. My goodness. And there's that. Quick check of the other boxes. Make sure they're not hiding anything. And they're not. So we'll just throw the box back over there. Extra zero. That was a sub. Well, thank you. Thank you. So let's go over to this angle. Yeah, like I said, totally kicked the tripod this is on. And my lights are not adjusted well to get the whole thing. Oh, it's really not set up for this, but there he is. Oh, wow. Cool. Hands look like they're pretty much standard Titan hands. You got a little bit of thumb articulation there, and the fingers are all pin joint, but all together. Yeah. So we got some nice tread work here. Let's see. How can we do this? I don't have a zoom on the lens, but you know what I can do? If you bear with me for a second, I will swap the lens that I have, because I do have a lens that zooms in a little bit. It's got a, I can't adjust the zoom on the lens itself, but I can adjust the lens to get a closer in. There it is. The lens cap's on so I can preserve the lenses for next time. All right, so here we go. That gets us a little bit closer if we can get the light out of the way. And all the way out of the way, off the table. The joys of live. Excuse me while I disappear for a second. Oh. And I'm back briefly while I... Oh, this is not how I planned for this to go. Yeah. You can see the light here. Is that... Yeah, that's totally broken. So I guess I'm getting a new light. I've been needing new lights anyway. So Here's my excuse to go get it. um, I'll hit handheld light for now. Yeah, he's got a nice little ab crunch here apparently, so you can move that there. I'm sure that's part of the transformation. And got cool tracks on his arms here. Let's move this down. Oh my goodness. There's his feet. Got great detail. The legs have got, you can tell they've got really nice ratchets. The elbows have ratchets. The wrist rotation does not, but and oh my goodness. Shoulders. They don't seem to have ratchets. Maybe I'm moving a transformation joint or something. Oh, very difficult to do. And you can't even see what's going on. That's interesting. I'm sure that's part of a transformation. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that's all about. Waist rotates. I need about like 4 other hands for this here. Big Bronze Room, best laid plans. Exactly right. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, forget this review light. Let's bring him around this way for the head the look at the face. That works, and I actually have lights. So so there is a look at his head. Oh my. And I did see something like his mouth opens. Yeah. So you can have him in the is that what they call a dull surprise? I think. So yeah, and if he looks like these heads, you turn it around, and there's like his alternate head, and you can even bring these down, I guess, to cover his face for when he's having a bad stream day, like I am. You could just kind of, he's got built-in face palm shields, I guess, is what you could call that. And so a little bit of articulation on the neck if you want to look him up, or you can have him look way down, but the neck joint is kind of high. It's got handles on the back, apparently, so you can just kind of grab them and take them with you. Probably that's not what that's for, but it works. Let's see. He's got guns here on his shoulder. Very cool. I see Deluxe made it in. Welcome. So this is about what you get from an unboxing. Just a kind of a first look. I haven't messed with the guy, so I can't transform him. I was able to transform the Ark. That one kind of made sense, and I knew that. I didn't know this, and now that I'm seeing, I'm totally moving his. There's a piece here, so when was trying to move his arm, it was actually just kind of transforming. So if I hold that, yeah, nice clicks there. Except for the fact that it's so strong, you basically are transforming him. So you gotta watch what you're doing there, I guess. Oh my, quite a workout. Just getting there. There goes that shoulder again. How many times am I going to do that? I just did it yet again. Should be no stability problems for this guy. I mean, those are some massive clompers he's got there. But yeah, so far, I mean, first impressions, he's impressive, and I like it. Clearly, the waist, the back of the waist, must do some double duty as the front of the waist, I guess, in the other mode, because there's no reason why they would paint his rear end if it wasn't going to become the front end at some point. But yeah. almost forgot about his little weapon thingies. So he's got this digging wheel. Spins both ways. This is the functional way where it actually would scoop things. Got a handle. And he's got the claw. The claw. Nice girders. Looks very industrial. It's got a handle here. Got a handle there. And some kind of clip on both sides. I imagine these can attach together. Indeed they can. Makes for quite a large weapon that he can hold. And I also notice now that he's got clips here on his back. I imagine that's where these two pieces attach when he is in his alt mode. So let me see. How would we... So he's got the two handles right there. So get the one handle in his fist here. Does it attach somehow? Does not look like it does. You just kind of get it in there. And then the other one, you kind of get in the other fist. I know this is off camera. I have no idea how I would even be able to get this in camera. Well, I had it for a minute. Boy, this is not going well. I'm sure the instructions would come in handy around this point, but I'm not looking at them for now. This is not going to last, but he can hold his weapon. I'm sure there's a better way to secure it in there, but he's got a handle here. He's got a couple handles to choose from on this side. And yes, he can actually hold his weapon and saw things. So if he's tired of laying down in his alt mode and sawing things, he can just pick up the, to detach the saw and the claw and hold it and work as a bot, I guess. So doing yard work, says Super VH. Yes, indeed, he is. Yeah. So fun times. Got Legacy Metroplex. Rip one of my two lights. And that's okay. They're cheapies. A saw and a claw. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. And oh my goodness. I don't know what else to do here with no lights and not really a whole lot of knowledge about this guy. But yeah, I mean, he's got, the legs could go out, and you saw the ankle rotation there because it came packaged with the ankles all the way put up, the knees. He's got all the articulation everywhere that you'd want it. But yeah, could. Whoa! Right, rip the other light almost. As long as the lights were like $20 at Walmart, that's fine. But as long as he doesn't rip a camera, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Siege Galaxy Upgrade Prime, I do not have that. Oh my goodness. So yeah, be careful around recording equipment with this guy, because he apparently likes to take it out, with a look of dull surprise on his face. Oktar says his pecs are getting in the way. Oh my goodness. Yep. Metroplex is a builder, not a demolition expert. Oh, I beg to differ. These are demolition tools. He is absolutely a demolition expert. Demolishes the world for its natural resources, which is why the Empire hired him. So yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. Ahoy Optimus, give this a try. Throws his weapon to Prime. Oh, if he threw his weapon at anybody other than another Titan, I think it would smash them. Oh wow. Yeah, so not the smoothest unboxing in the world that I've done, but we did accomplish the goal of taking him out of his box, which is kind of what we were going for, getting a quick first impressions. And yeah, he is a good bot that I don't know a whole lot about, so I'm looking forward to actually doing stuff with him, getting him transformed, and I might as well. Yeah, I often haven't even transformed some of my bots. I don't think I've ever transformed Triptychon. I know I haven't transformed Scorponok. I've transformed Fort Max and the original Metroplex a couple times. I definitely transformed the Arc. And I got to transform this guy just because I haven't ever played with this guy or even his original version before. So I definitely got to get that going on. Should be a fun time. And I doubt I'll review him because Titans are so difficult to review. But that's why I like to do the unboxing. But I'll take some pictures and I'll throw them up in my Discord or on my Instagram or something. So, links are in the description to that. And so not that you haven't seen pictures of this guy already, but you haven't seen mine. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I think that's about to wrap it up, but before we get out of here, I do want to show this off because I'm pretty proud. And recently got a 3D printer a couple weeks ago, and first thing I wanted to do was the Wrecker's hammer. So I went into a software program. I designed this, and I printed. It took a few iterations, but I printed this out today. So I've got a few hammers already, but this is the one where the logo is actually looking the best. And so yeah, and it is obviously made to work with 5mm ports. Does he have one somewhere nearby? No. Oh, he's got to have them somewhere. Doesn't look to be many in the front. Oh, here, he's got one on his hand. There. Let me hide myself. Can you get that? Show it off. There you go. Metroplex is officially a wrecker now. Oh my goodness. just stab it in the top of your wrist. Do whatever you gotta do. Oh, the wrist hammer. Oh wow. Mjolnir? No, Mjolnir belongs to Thor. This, I'm thinking of calling it the Rulnir, like Reckon Rulnir, in kind of homage to Thor, because obviously that's what everybody thinks. But yeah, I don't know if I like how that rolls off the tongue, so to speak. But yeah, I'm pretty happy, and I basically what I did is I started with this thing, And I took some measurements, including all of this, scaled it down to bot size, and did it up, and that's what you got. So this is basically a bot size version of this hammer. Now the cardboard is more square. You can kind of see it printed there, but it doesn't actually get the little edges. But I did try to put a couple edges on there, get a little bit less perfectly square. But that's where this came from. I started from the cardboard hammer and made it a plastic one. All right, so that's about all. I'm liking the 3D printing, and I'm going to be doing more of it. And I got a long list of ideas of what I want to do. I'm still very close to dialing the settings. It's actually a lot harder than it. Well, I mean, I knew it would be hard, but it takes a while apparently. But to get things just right, but I'm getting there, and yeah. So on the Wreckers front, PB2 is asking, I'm still missing Leadfoot and Master Dominus. As it turns out, I just got a notification from Amazon that they will be arriving on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So if all goes well and they don't delay them again like they've done a few times, we might actually be seeing them during next week's Earthward stream. So the what you call it, Wreckers set is almost complete, and I almost have enough Wreckers for all of them. I've got probably 4 or 5 of them already printed. Some of them are the first. I mean, they all turned out generally okay, but this one's definitely the best one so far, and I'm sure I could do even better. Yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those 2 additional Wrecker bots to come in. And I got the, let's see, Motor Master actually came in along the same time with Metroplex. Motor Master is fantastic. The Menasor mode is fantastic. Don't have him here. We'll talk about him another time. But yeah, get Motor Master, guys. I know he's pricey, but oh my goodness, he is so good, so good. And yeah, does Bulkhead really need 2 hammers? That's the interesting thing. I did notice that Bulkhead has a hammer. So instead of making a hammer for him, I'm working on. It's still not quite perfect, but I'm making basically a little peg that will plug into his hammer to turn his existing hammer to have a Wrecker's badge. So it's not quite ready for prime time yet, but I'm working on it. And without even doing it intentionally, I realized that this is basically what the insignias were in the construct bots. You remember the construct bots? They were basically just like a little panel with a 5mm port on there that you plugged in somewhere on one of those bots, and that's basically what this is, except it's the Wrecker's badge. Intended to plug in on Bulkhead's hammer to turn it into a Wrecker's hammer. But because it's 5mm port, you can plug it into anybody who's got a 5mm port. I've got one right now on Lift Ticket, just because he was nearby. So Lift Ticket is a Wrecker. I mean, he even says on his alt mode Wrecker. So I have dubbed Lift Ticket one of the Wreckers because it literally says that on his alt mode, and he has a hammer and he has a badge. I'll show that off to you guys once I get that a little bit better and finalized. So, how does Whirl hold it? Well, that's a good question. I don't know if that Generations Whirl can hold it. That's not something I have designed for. Maybe I'll have to do a special one for him. Or maybe he just doesn't like hammers. Maybe he just likes guns. I just realized I happen to have Springer over here. Springer didn't actually have this. I gave it to Impactor. But, so there you go. Springer. Wreck and rule. There you go. So we got the hammer. Fun times. I agree. I want a Legacy World too. I think that would be really good. You repaint Smashdown as a hammer? Uh, Not really. Smashdown is actually kind of big. I actually did pull Smashdown out because I was wondering, is like, hey, is there some way I could make this hammer work with blast effects? You know, like the hammer blast effects. But that would involve having a giant hole on the end or some kind of tab on the end, and I think it would look. I would think it would look bad. So I decided not to do blast effects on the hammer. You know, so. Um, I do not have Legacy Blaster, but I have Kingdom Blaster, which is the same thing. So, kind of, yes, I do have them. Studio Series skids and mud flap. Yes, we do. We do need them for sure. Smash down with a hammer. I don't think smash down. I don't think could hold this hammer. You could plug this hammer into the port on the end of smash down, so it could be a double hammer. Yeah. Is smash down really that big? Yes. Each side of smash down is about as big as this total hammerhead altogether. Blue Ridge Kicks. Well, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. It's hammer in time. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Well, you know, I think that's about all I had planned for this. What wasn't planning on for being a whole on for a whole long time. Mostly just wanted to get this guy done, and the whole destroying my studio was just a bonus. And oh, he still got his hand out. We'll give him the hammer back. Okay, Metroplex, you can have the hammer. So yeah, can you see me over here? Yeah, so Legacy Metroplex, Cybertron Universe Metroplex is here, and close your mouth. Oh, yeah, there. There he is. We've got Metroplex opened up. Looks good. Need to spend some time with him to learn all of his ins and outs. But I mean, he feels good. He's nice and bulky, just like a Titan should be. The ratchets are strong and clicky, and it should be a fun time for anybody who's a fan of this toy or just Transformers in general. He is big. He does take a lot of space, and he does destroy things. So be careful. And oh my, I think that's going to do it. I'm Engineer Always. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time. Oh, goodness gracious. Pressing wrong buttons all over the place here.